93.1 WTJS Alamo, the talk of Jackson.
Welcome to the show where we uncover the blueprint of success and the business tools you need to achieve the American dream, helping people turn passion and dreams into money-making machines. This is Strictly Business with Chase Channel. Now, here's Chase.
What's up, Jackson? It ain't Chase, it's Uncle Syd, and he's here to get you amped up and ready to go. It's the weekend, baby. Woo!
Quitting time? Who says it's quitting time?
I said it's quitting time.
I was the foreman. I was the one says when it's quitting time at Terra. Quitting time! Quitting time!
It's quitting time, quitting time. Time to disassemble, it's assembly line. Lord, I love punching out like I hate punching in. Woo! Hot dabba, labba, labba, it's quitting time again. Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. Working for a living, working for a living, working for a living, living and a working.
I'd like to be hanging out, but I gotta get moving on. Woo!
Everybody's working for the weekend.
Gonna sit down in the kitchen and fix me something good to eat and make my head a little high, make the whole day complete. Cause we're gonna lay around the shanty, mama, and put a good buzz on. Well, pass it to me, baby. Well, pass it to me slow. We'll take time out to smile a little before you let it go. Cause we're gonna lay around the shanty, mama, and put a good buzz on. There ain't nothing to do, and there's always room for more. Fill it, light it, shut up, and close the door. Cause we're gonna lay around the shanty, mama, and put a good buzz on. We're gonna sit around the kitchen and fix us something good to eat and make ourselves a little high, make the whole day complete. Cause we're gonna lay around the shanty, mama, and put a good buzz on. Well, every night and day, if I can help it, we're gonna lay around the shanty, mama, and put a good buzz on.
Nothing matters but the weekend. From a Tuesday point of view, like a kettle in the kitchen, I feel the steam begin to brew, switching to ride. It's gonna be a rock and roll weekend.
man, I tell you what, that's the Woo Weekend. Man, there's only one way to change numbers, change anything, change your outcome, and that's to amp the energy up to the Woo Weekend, baby.
Sick of my wife, sick of my future, and sick of my life. I packed up my car and I got some gas. Told everybody they could kiss my ass. I'm going to party town. Yeah, yeah. I want to party down. Yeah, yeah. I want to have some fun. I want to fool around. I'm going to party town.
What's going on, Jackson? We're so glad we made it to. The weekend is here. Uncle Syd is in studio, as you saw. And, man, the weekend's here. You excited, Uncle Syd?
Man, I'm very excited. You know, it's a little chilly up here in Jackson, but you know what? I love this place, so it's worth every bit of it.
Well, I think the weekend has a beautiful onset of weather for us. The rain is going to get out of here, and I just think that, man, you know, the whistle always gets me excited and in the mood for a fantastic show.
You know, I just put in my my to-do notes that I got about 7 days to talk you out of running that AC at 50 in the car, and I think I'm going to be able to make it with this cold weather.
Well, you know, Uncle Syd coming from sunny Florida, you know, anytime it gets below about 75, he thinks it's cold.
Man, I showed up in Bermuda shorts, and it's 50-something degrees outside. And then you got Chase that's going to run it nonstop. He wonders how he has $800 electric bills in his house. Nonstop at 50 tops.
Well, you know, that's just the way we do it. But for those of you who this is your first time joining us on the program, Uncle Syd is with us, and some of you may forget just a few things about Uncle Syd, because I think sometimes we forget what a wonderful asset you are.
Asset.
First of all, he's a former automotive general manager, which is cool, just like me. He's a former magazine publisher for Atlanta Cars Magazine.
Oh, yeah.
President and CEO of Spike Promotions.
Hoorah!
And then you've also did some with Drops 360, right?
I'm the CEO of Drops 360.
Which is a product that we will talk about sometime on the show.
RVM ringless voicemail.
But it is an excellent product, and we're going to talk today about marketing. We're going to talk about...
Brings you the warm leads, the good leads.
The good leads, that's right. And I think that, you know, as we think about like what marketing is, we're going to find out more about why Uncle Syd does what he does. Now, that's going to be tough to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we've already got a few texts coming in. If you want to text, you can. The number to text is 731-215-0158. Says, great to hear Uncle Syd. Glad he's back.
Hey, block that one. That one girl followed me all the way to Chattanooga last time I left.
Well, you definitely have some admirers out there, which I think is pretty cool. Here's another one that says, we're ready for the secret sauce. Well, we're going to hold that for a little while. They always want the secret sauce, Uncle Syd.
Man, I don't open my mouth without giving secret sauce. I always deliver value.
This is a funny one. It says, Snow Cone called out again.
He did. He did. Man, you say that I'm aggressive. Do you think I intimidate these people to where they don't want to show up to work? I mean, what's his problem? Who in the heck would not show up to work with their boss, man?
You definitely, I think, have some intimidating factors. And
that's because I don't put up with, you know, it's black and white, win or loss. There's no gray to me.
Well, you know, I think Snow Cone, he does have some attendance issues.
Whatever. He couldn't. Hey, play the music trivia with me tonight. Today, I'll blow you away.
I didn't even line up any music trivia.
Well, you should have.
Yeah,
You can
Cone's
sling
music
blade
trivia
it,
is-
and I'll get it. I mean, definitely don't ask no Foo Fighters. I could tell you that stuff up and down.
So, in talking about today's program, we want to get into some of the nuts and bolts, but I thought something interesting is on today, October 26th in history, The Terminator, directed by James Cameron, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Linda Hamilton, was released in the U.S. Did you know that, Uncle Syd?
I remember that movie, and I watched it.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
What do you think of Arnold?
I like Arnold. I mean, have you heard some of his inspiration speeches? I think he's dead on.
Yes.
And I think it's kind of cool to hear him say one thing that he said that I find myself preaching a lot is people don't understand where they're like, oh, sales ain't cool. They're going to try and go through life without sales. I'm like, get real, man. You know, sales is one of the first abilities you got to learn, and you got sales in your blood. You just don't know it. You don't have to be born with it. You can teach yourself sales. You know.
Sales is definitely, in my opinion, well, I think most people just don't call it sales. You know, everything we do is selling.
You want to know the secret sauce on sales?
Yes.
I mean, straight up, if you have no sales ability whatsoever, even though you've talked that lady into marrying you and given her whole life to you, so you're a better salesman than most. But since you have no sales ability, right, all you have to do, you can be the worst salesman in the world. If you do, you ready? I'm telling you, this is a secret. I know people that charge $1,000 for this advice right here.
So get out your pen and paper.
Here's the secret sauce on sales. Follow-up. If you have a proper follow-up procedure in place to follow up 5 to 12 times, because a lot of people don't realize when you go into true cold traffic, not warm, cold traffic, it's a 2% close ratio. It's a fluke that somebody buys. Most of the buyers, 82% of the buyers, buy between the 5th and the 12th time going in. So if you are disciplined enough to not talk yourself out of going back in there, if you do a good follow-up, not overbearing, but a good follow-up program where you go see them, you'll put yourself in the top 12% of the salespeople in the country just by having good follow-up, whether you're good at sales, good at rebuttals, good at introduction, good at meet and greet, good at needs analysis, good at trial close or close. It don't matter. You just got to, this whole secret sauce is in the follow-up.
Well, I think that the contacts with clients, it's just one of those things. It's a lost art. It's like nobody follows up.
Nobody does. And they talk about these trade shows, like a lot of these corporations spend all that money on. The chance of being follow-up is 3%. Now, let's don't get away from your BDC there in the automotive dealership either. There's a 6% follow-up with BDCs also. And if you think they're following up, it's because they're lying. It's because they're putting the check marks. They're doing the Scantron Christmas trees.
So for those of you who don't know, a BDC stands for Business Development Center, and what they use is a tool called a customer management system, which all businesses mostly have one today. And basically all that is think of it like the old days. You would have a folder or a notepad, and you'd have a sticky note. All this is a reminder of sticky notes digitally. So if Uncle Syd's my client and I call him and he tells me to go pound sand, I would put a note in that file saying, Uncle Syd said go pound sand. And then me or anyone else following up will remember, oh, that was the guy that told me to go pound sand.
Customer retention manager.
So then when you call him, you can say, hey, Mr. Customer, last time we talked, I know you told me to go pound sand. I've been pounding it for the last week, and something came up I wanted to share with you.
That's right.
Because persistence prevails.
And you were right. That sand is really nice over here in Daytona. I love that. That's my favorite sand now, too. But let me show you what I got for you, because it's going to absolutely change your life. If you can give me 2 minutes, you're going to be able to make a fully educated decision whether this is for you or not, and we'll remain friends either way. Is that fair enough?
Uncle Syd always dropping the secret sauce. I want to ask a few questions to you, Uncle Syd.
What are they?
Well, I know that a lot of things have changed since you've been here last. We've made some upgrades in the studio.
Upgrades.
And in today, we actually have a film crew here. They're doing some documentary filming on Uncle Syd, so they're here filming the show, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So welcome to the Chase Channel Studio film crew. But what do you think of the, made some adjustments, added a few monitors. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I think it looks nice. I think you should have those sound monitors. I use the Bluetooth one there, but I'm always flipping back and forth between them when I'm doing webinars and whatnot. But I think it looks nice. And then we got your parole picture there in front of your desk.
Yeah, Elvis's parole photo.
Yeah, when he got locked up, and we got Sid Vicious back there.
Now, Uncle Syd, tell him why the jail photo. That was an interesting thing you shared with me.
Yeah, it's a mugshot is what it is. And the reason why you see that, like, Rogan has it too, But they came off of a website called Touch of Modern, but the guy was smart enough to, they print these, canvas prints pretty inexpensive. But the way that you can sell Elvis memorabilia is to sell something that's not copyrighted. You don't want to do copyright infringement. Well, the mugshots are public domain, so you can therefore print those and sell them and get Elvis memorabilia pricing on something that probably costs $30. I mean, I think I paid like $300 for that thing.
Now you know, via radio, straight from Uncle Syd. And you know that if you hear it here, it's got to be true.
Believe everything you hear and only half of what you see.
Now, the cool thing about the Chase Channel show is the advice, it costs exactly, it's worth exactly what we charge you for it, which is nothing. So you can take it and decide to use it, or you don't have to. You can just hang out with us. But I'm just glad the weekend's here.
Man, I'm telling you, anything that I'm sharing took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, so take that to heart before you go decide to throw any of it away. And I know you don't get to hear my name every time y'all mention the name of the radio show, but,
Well, there's a few things that we've missed. Okay, one is, Uncle Syd, you're, being our DJ.
Right. Yeah, we're going to play some music.
So we're going to take a short break. When we get back, we're going to talk with Uncle Syd about why he does what he does and we're going to talk about marketing today.
What are we listening to right now?
Well, it's up to you.
I wanted to hear that one song that kind of got church-like. I thought it sounded nice.
Okay, the church-like song. We will go with it. I think I can find it somewhere.
Well, he
here.
brings in the choir girls, man. I like it when they start getting funky like that.
I think the song is called "If I Ever Saw Heaven." So stand by, and we're going to have that coming right at you.
There you go.
We'll be back.
You're listening to Strictly Business with Chase Channel. Thanks for listening to 93.1 WTJS, the talk of Jackson. Don't go anywhere. Chase will be back right after this.
Taking care of business. Taking care of business.
What words come to mind when you think of Honda? Reliable should be one. Fun, that's a good one. How about stunning, comfortable, refined? I could go on, but there is one word that sums up every Honda. Quality. Because Honda was KBB.com's 2018 Best Overall Brand. And we worked hard to earn that honor. Because without quality, nothing else you call a Honda matters. So whether you choose the sizzling Civic, acclaimed Accord, adventurous HRV, fearless fit, awesome Odyssey, conscientious Clarity, remarkable Ridgeline, polished Pilot, or sporty CRV, you know you're getting Honda quality that's truly unmatched. In fact, we make sure of it. So visit your local Honda dealer and get into KBB.com's 2018 Best Overall Brand.
Based on 2018 Brand Image Awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit kbb.com for more information.
I like me better when I'm with you.
You're listening to the Talk of Jackson. For the hottest shows in the Hub City, keep it locked right here on 93.1 WTJS.
You're the kind of trouble I can't get into. You're the kind of battle, yeah, I'll be willing to lose. You're the winter fires burning right through. I've been losing my mind over you. You're the kind of weakness hiding under my skin like holy water. Yeah, I can't get baptized in. Like a church choir singing, how amazing the grace. Honey, you've been restoring my faith. If I ever saw heaven, it'll look like you. Oh, never stop trying, only give you the truth. 'Cause I'm one step closer to making my move. If I ever saw heaven, it'll look like you. You're the kind of story I am burning to tell the kind of treasure that you pray for it or wishing well. Singing hallelujah to the river I'll go. Honey, you be my light at the end of the road. If I ever saw heaven, it'll look like you. Oh, never stop trying, only give you the truth. 'Cause I'm one step closer to making my move. If I ever saw heaven, it'll look like like you. Won't never stop trying, only give you the truth. 'Cause I'm one step closer to making my move. If I ever saw heaven, it'll look like you. If I ever saw heaven, it'll look like you. Won't never stop trying, only give you the truth. 'Cause I'm one step closer to be making my move. If I ever saw heaven, it'll look like you. It'll look like you.
That's Roan Ash, If I Ever Saw Heaven. And Uncle Syd thinks that's a church song.
Well, it's got the choir in it, that kind of made it. I think it kind of, the organs kind of made it, more churchy sounding, don't you think? You go to church every Sunday. I see you. You tag yourself there every Sunday anyway.
I do go to church. I've
on your way to
I've
Waffle
been going
House.
to Inglewood Baptist Church, and it's a nice place, nice people. So
what is it about church? And if you eat vegan or if you go for like a good run, you got to always put on. I mean, I'm not asking you. I'm just saying, why is it everybody puts that on Facebook? You think because they're proud of themselves?
Well, for me, I think that
affirmation.
Well, I don't know that I do it for affirmation.
To prove to your mom you went.
A little bit of that.
Yeah.
My grandmother, obviously, she's on Facebook too, and
because you're not going to be going there for much longer, and you might as well get them in while you can.
Well, no, but I mean, there's certain things like the gym, church. I mean, that like, hey, we're doing good here. Let's show everyone.
But you think that makes people depressed when they, people think that everybody's living these extravagant lives because like, I crushed this run today. I'm doing all this stuff, and it's really not true or not quite true.
Well, here's the deal: is depression's at an all-time high, and the reason is because every post on social media is the very best scenario from that person.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any better.
That's right.
It's the right angle, the right filter, the right everything, the right family smile. I mean, we take a million pictures to find one.
Well, that's what I love about digital, man. I'm good and skinny in all of them. I think it's kind of funny because they're like, oh man, you travel and you live, you do this, you do that. You're not married, you got kids holding you down. You're always doing nice things, and you know what? I am.
That's true. The raspy voice you hear, that's Uncle Syd. My name's Chase Channel, and this is the Chase Channel Show. You can catch us every Friday from 5 to 6.
Hoorah!
Right here on 93.1. And then tomorrow morning, you can always catch the replay from 9 to 10 right after the Schofield Report.
Schofield, good man.
Now, real quick, I want to give a shout out to hydrogen water. This is, they call it's H2.com. But hydrogen water, it says it boosts endurance, minimizes lactic acid, provides antioxidants, and reduces fatigue. You can check them out at h2.com.
Really cool marketing on that, where they have it like in an IV bag.
Yeah, it's really good too. I'm trying it right now.
You like the fact that I picked that up? You didn't think Daddy would forget?
It was very thoughtful of you.
Have I ever not been thoughtful?
Uncle Syd, that's one thing. He's fantastic. I think that's something we should touch on. Is there's nothing better than being thoughtful.
Dude, it's the most. I think it's the most like unselfish, like random acts of kindness are cool. I think. Now,
Uncle Syd, prior to the break, he talked a little bit about saying that he hasn't had a chance to do music trivia with me. So I'm going to play a couple songs here, and we're going to see if Uncle Syd knows them. You ready?
Do we want to put any kind of wager or
well, I don't think we need a wager.
Well, let's put some kind of prize. If you're playing the R&B stuff, I ain't going to know it.
This is country.
I don't know any of this modern stuff. You were playing 90s stuff earlier. I don't know these guys.
Are you serious?
I have no clue who all these, like, these soul singers. You know I don't know this stuff because this is what you listen to.
This is country.
Sounds like Rascal Flatts.
You close.
Yep. That's as close as I'm going to get because I don't know any of that stuff.
You might know right here.
Yeah, this is your stuff. I hear you listening to it all night down there.
Oh, man.
By yourself, looking at yourself in the mirror.
That's Dan and Shay.
Yeah, no, let's don't do that. You weren't doing new stuff like that. I don't do that. R&B.
So you're saying you're only good at older trivia?
Well, we'll just play some meat and bones right in the middle music. Don't be playing any of that new hip hop like Nelly stuff that I know you're into, man. All that Neo or whatever.
I mean, I don't think that's fair.
The quillier the country, the more that Chase likes it.
What?
Yes, man. I like down home like Jamie Johnson. Not that I couldn't tell you some of the other artists, but I don't know that stuff because I really don't listen to that stuff.
So you have only a specific category that you want trivia from?
No, I just you went at that angle because you know I don't listen to that stuff.
Well, I mean, I just thought that I wouldn't make it easy for you.
Play some Toadies.
Okay, I'm going to play one more for you. We'll see if you know who this one is.
3 or
okay, you ready?
Sister Hazel.
Let's get it going here. We're going to see if Uncle Syd knows who this is.
Oh, my God. They play this at church camp with you? Is this the Quack, the Duck? Yeah. Well, it's Rick, whatever his name is. Yeah, this song was huge back in the 80s.
Number one hit.
Yeah, it was. I remember it.
You just don't know who sings it?
It was the guy that has the big show, Rick Dees.
Rick Dees and his cast of idiots.
And his brother, Bofa.
Both of these. Oh, man. Right. Uncle Syd's too much. All right, well, you got 1 for 2. Not bad.
That's 100% more than what Snow Cone did.
Well, Snow Cone is definitely not the best trivia person. We'll just go ahead and give you that one.
I mean, he missed like Ozzy or something or Led Zeppelin. Come on.
Did he miss Led Zeppelin?
Yes, dude.
Yeah, we're going to have to, I don't know. His music trivia is pretty bad. So one of the things that we promised is we're going to talk about why Uncle Syd does what he does. And when I say that, I mean in marketing. So Uncle Syd, tell us a little bit about why you do what you do.
You mean with the digital stuff?
Yes.
Well, because it's, digital has came by storm, really.
Well, first, maybe explain exactly what the digital stuff means.
So digital.
This isn't all of what Uncle Syd does. This is just a component of what he does. But I think that is so many of us now. Like, I see stuff all the time, and I don't even know what it is.
Right.
So I'm like, maybe just like, what is it?
Well, the second you give up on learning that stuff, it's going to leave you behind. And that's what the shame is like some of the people even that like I went to high school with or you went to high school with that, maybe were honor roll students and even went to good schools and good colleges. I didn't follow that Facebook crap. I don't get into that, that social media.
Right.
Well, guess what, man? Now you're a dinosaur because I think I've told you this before, like the content that's put out in the world, books, media, information, everything on the internet from the beginning of time to 1994, since 1994 doubles every 2 days. So that's the amount of content. That's why it's so much overwhelm. And you can't get into Periscope because before you know it, it goes away. Like there's businesses that are starting and failing and getting turned upside down and thrown out to the curb faster than most people used to could launch it. But here's the truth. Right now, because of digital media, meaning on the internet, where you can get traffic or get people's attention through Facebook ads, PPC, pay per call, pay per click, SEO, local or organic, and now there's voice engine optimization, which is where everything's going, away from analog or terrestrial type whatever. You can right now. It's probably one of the coolest times in history to start a business because traffic, meaning eyeballs, consumers for your product, is the cheapest it's ever been. I mean, some of the stuff we can get for $1 or less a click, you know.
Now, hang on, Uncle Syd. We had a text come in on the Victory Honda text line. That number is 731-215-0158. It says, "Thank you, Uncle Syd, for talking into the microphone."
I mean, I got this thing shoved up in my face, man. So
I'll tell you, listener, I always tell Uncle Syd the same thing. He kind of veers off sometimes. You got to remind him.
Well, sometimes I got to look over my shoulder.
Well, now we got a film crew here distracting him, so that's not helping anything. But you're doing a better job.
Did you see the mic grip girl there?
I did see that.
Yeah. Okay.
Now the other thing that because when Uncle Syd throws out all these terms, PPC and I mean, there's so many things that can be
pay-per-call.
It could be intimidating to somebody. So if say I have a business, or maybe I do marketing within my business, or maybe I'm just an individual trying to improve myself, like I'm a car salesman and I want to do better. Like, what would you say, Uncle Syd, the first step is to figuring out like where to go?
Well, first off, you need to set your foundation with a website. And if you don't want to build a website and you want to do something easier, cheaper, and something you can do in 15 minutes to be done now, is start a Facebook page.
That's true.
You definitely need to fill out your Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest if you're going to have pictures, but Facebook, Instagram are really strong. Snapchat's more for millennials right now, but you better learn it because you're going to get left behind if you don't. And there's a couple others that are sneaking up. Have you seen Alignable?
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty much ahead of the curve on that. I've got like 19 recommendations already.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah, I'm walking around like the mayor in that thing.
What is it?
It's like a LinkedIn, which is another one you should be in. But and I was ahead of the curve on LinkedIn too. I was about 3 years before everybody. But it's it's business where you can refer business and make people meet, and it'll say, hey, listen, do you know this person? Do you want to meet them for coffee? Do you want to do this, do that, or do you just want to friend them? It's pretty cool, and it's gaining ground every day. So you got to pay attention to it.
How many friends you got on LinkedIn?
Several thousand, 6,800, I think. So,
oh, you almost got as many as I did.
I'm over 8,000 now.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that up, do a fact check.
Go ahead, look it up.
I got 7,200. Dude,
I was on top of some major, like real famous, like almost A-list people. I was more. I had a higher clout score and higher than them.
Really?
Yeah. Is that my phone?
Yeah. Well, it's one of them. Uncle Syd always has multiple phones.
What number would that be coming up there?
Well, I don't know, but if you want to call the show, you can 731-499-3865. You can talk to Uncle Syd.
Was it a 702 number?
I don't know. But if you want to text or get in on the show, you always can. We love to hear from you. The number to text is 731-215-0158. You can also go over to facebook.com/The Chase Channel Show, and you can catch us there. I do post the shows, updates, and things that are going on. So if you want to follow along, that's the best place to do it. Or you can follow me on Instagram at Chase Channel with 2 N's and 2 L's. What's your Instagram, Uncle Syd?
I've got several. Why? Syd
they want to follow you.
Self-made Syd Michael.
Self-made Syd Michael.
SYD.
SYD.
MICHAEL.
AEL. Notice I haven't made it plural today.
Drops 360 reload. Well, I had to, pretty much spank you to finally stop that.
Well, I think I'm just sticking to Uncle Syd, and it makes it easier.
And then also have Car Dogs, DAWGS. Car Dogs.
Car Dogs. Now, we're going to take a short break. And when we come back, we're going to talk more on digital, more on social, because we think it's really important to any business, or really if you're just an individual, because you need to be in the know of what's going on. But Uncle Syd, what song do you want us to play?
Right now?
Yeah.
Play my water well guy. I love that dude.
The water well guy.
Can you? Yeah, with water in the well. The Facebook version where he's at the brewery where he sings it.
Uncle Syd's his DJing is really, you're kind of getting rusty in your time.
Well, I'm
off.
on the other side of the monitor. You're over there buried up in that thing, looking up factoids on the internet, acting like you're the trivia god. And I'm over here with a piece of styrofoam stuffed in my face called a microphone, behind the monitor where I can't even see nothing. So it's easy to. I hope they can see the video on this. If not, go to YouTube and look at this vlog that we're doing here, and you can see the setup. Chase has got the drink and the. And the cushy chair and all that stuff, and the nicer mic and the control board and everything where he can do all this stuff. And he's the smartest man in the world when he's got the internet to his right.
Well, hey, the internet's your friend.
Hey, that's okay. Yeah.
Oh, man. Thanks for joining along with us. If you're just now catching the show, don't worry. You can catch the replay.
It's Friday. Woo! baby.
You can catch the replay tomorrow morning from 9 to 10 right after the Schofield Report. Or as always, you can go over to iHeartRadio.com, type in the Chase Channel show, and be sure to click subscribe so you can catch us every week.
Hey, did Schofield and McCoy say anything after that West Virginia game, or they just acted like they didn't even talk that smack?
They acted like they never, like the game didn't never even happen.
That's so funny, man. We should have made them sing out there on the 45 bypass.
We should have for sure.
It'd definitely take them to an open mic night at the Tap.
The Tap. Yeah, get them to sing a little Country Roads.
That's right.
We're going to take a short break. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to Strictly Business with Chase Channel. Thanks for listening to 93.1 WTJS, the talk of Jackson. Don't go anywhere. Chase will be back right after this.
What words come to mind when you think of Honda? Reliable should be one. Fun, that's a good one. How about stunning, comfortable, refined? I could go on, but there is one word that sums up every Honda. Quality. Because Honda was KBB.com's 2018 Best Overall Brand, and we worked hard to earn that honor. Because without quality, nothing else you call a Honda matters. So whether you choose the sizzling Civic, acclaimed Accord, adventurous HR-V, fearless Fit, awesome Odyssey, conscientious Clarity, remarkable Ridgeline, polished Pilot, or sporty CR-V, you know you're getting Honda quality that's truly unmatched. In fact, we make sure of it. So visit your local Honda dealer and get into KBB.com's 2018 Best Overall Brand.
Based on 2018 Brand Image Awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit kbb.com for more information.
You're listening to the Talk of Jackson. For the hottest shows in the Hub City, keep it locked right here on 93.1 WTJS.
She rattled the ice in my plastic cup. I said, yes, man, fill her up. Tell me something good that I don't know. 'Cause this world's been kicking my behind. Life ain't been a friend of mine. Lately I've been feeling kinda low. And she looked back over her shoulder, pointed at the sign hanging up on the wall. It said, everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Nobody's gotta worry about nothing. Don't go hitting that panic button. It ain't worth spilling your drink. Everything's gonna be alright. Alright. Alright.
So I nodded my head and said that's for sure. Dropped a few butts in the mason jar. Felt those good old neon vibes on me. And whatever monkey that was on my back, he jumped off just like that, right into the deep blue sea. And I looked back over her shoulder, thinking about the sign hanging up on the wall that said, everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Nobody's gotta worry about nothing. Don't go hitting that panic button. It ain't near as bad as you think. Everything's gonna be alright. Alright. Alright.
There ain't no doubt it's gonna work out. Come on, sing it with me.
There ain't no doubt it's gonna work out. Come on and sing it with me.
Everything's gonna be alright.
gonna be alright. And nobody's gotta worry about nothing. Don't go hitting that panic button. It ain't near as bad as you think. Everything's gonna be alright. Alright. Alright.
Everything's gonna be alright. Alright. Alright.
Everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright.
That's Everything's Gonna Be All Right by my man David Lee Murphy, featuring little Kenny Chesney.
Yeah, kitty.
My name's Chase Channel, the voice you hear acting like a cat. That's Uncle Syd. And you can catch us every Friday from 5 to 6 right here on 93.1 and the encore performance from 9 until 10 right after the Schofield Report every Saturday morning. Now, talking about, Kenny Chesney, he's a small dude.
He is a small guy, man. Hey, Chase, real quick, do you know how to ask a deaf person if they want some chicken?
No.
You want some chicken?
I don't even know what to say about that.
My grandmother told me that joke, man. That's the one thing I remember her telling me.
Oh, man, I've missed you, Uncle Syd. Always entertaining.
Right?
So we're talking about life and business and the things that you want to hear about. The weekend has arrived. The 5 o'clock whistle has sounded, so you can sit back, have a drink, nice cold Dr. Pepper, make yourself at home. And we got not a lot of time left, but we have enough time that we're going to talk. We've been talking about marketing and talking about all these things, but one thing I wanted to get into today with Uncle Syd is I feel like so many people spin out so easily when they come up with a great idea.
Yeah, it's hard to put. Ideas are a dime a dozen, man. I get hit with 10 ideas a day. People want me to see their stuff, but putting the rubber to the road, people can't do that part.
How do you vet an idea, like to say, hey, this is...
Well, the hard part is that speed is money and entrepreneurship, and I know you don't like that word, but you got to be able to make the right decision. And a lot of times you don't make the perfect decision. You got to make halftime adjustments, but you can make it look like the right decision. But, either you're the first one to the market or you go and share it with all your friends while one of your friends rips you off and launches it first. You know what I mean? If you need affirmation, you're poking holes in your raft by getting that affirmation to everybody you share it with.
One of the things Uncle Syd mentioned was he knows I hate that word, and that word's entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And there's a reason that I hate it. It's because I believe that everyone who's unemployed says they're an entrepreneur.
Well, anybody who's not earned entrepreneurship definitely probably wouldn't respect the word, but it is a powerful word, and it is very respectful.
But I don't think of you as an entrepreneur. I think of you as a businessman. You take care of business.
I'm a New Jack hustler, a drive turkey hustler.
That's right. That's right. You are. But you know what I'm saying? There's a difference.
Yeah. Well, it is what
like when I'm on Instagram and I hit someone's profile, it says entrepreneur. I'm like, next.
Yeah. Well, it's because here's the truth, man. There's people out there making $500,000 in corporate jobs, cream cush jobs with great, benefits and great insurance. And guess what they all wish they were doing?
Being an entrepreneur, having freedom.
That's right. Not listen. I haven't used an alarm clock since 2004. You know what I mean? If I want to sleep, I sleep. If I want to get in the truck and go up to Tennessee and hang out with Chase for 3 weeks, I will. You know what I mean? I got ultimate freedom. And those with families and kids, I've got friends that hired the teacher that travels with them. They live in 3 countries a year so their kids can get cultured, which I think is awesome.
Well, I didn't get any culture growing up in West Virginia. I can tell you that.
No, but you got some big old legs climbing them hills.
That's true. That's true. I can definitely climb the hills. Atlanta's such a melting pot. When I moved there, it really opened my eyes to a lot of things.
You know what makes me sad, and I've got a lot of friends that are good about it, and they get their kids outside, man. But make them go and be in the Boy Scouts and do stuff. But man, like going in the woods and camping and stuff like that, that was so important to me as a kid. It terrifies me that the new generations maybe will never have that.
I think you told me this. I guess that's the only place I could have heard it, but that there was there's like a They have like 1 million acres of land or something.
A 1 million acre ranch. Yeah.
Is that you that was telling me that?
No, it was somebody we was talking about it. It might have been Tim the other day.
Maybe Tim or Chuck, but they were talking about this. This basically people are spending thousands of dollars to send their kids to this outdoor retreat to learn how to like camp and make a fire and
their granddad would even go with them,
shoot a bow and So, but like me, I grew up doing that.
Man, I had a 10 pump power line, 870 or whatever when I was 6. You know what I mean? Like I was shooting and killing at 6 years old.
Yeah. I remember catching my first trout with my grandpa, and then we cooked it and ate it for dinner.
See, there you go. That was a good lesson to learn.
Life skills.
Yeah.
And I had, you remember the Swiss Army knives that they'd have all the different stuff in them?
Of course. Yeah.
Little toothpick and all that.
Yeah, the little tweezers, you couldn't tweeze nothing with them.
Well, an interesting thing. Do you remember the TVs that were wooden and they'd set on the floor TVs?
The console TVs is what they were called.
Well, my mom and dad had one, and of course, I always loved knives.
With a channel changer? Like
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I always had I always liked knives. I still do.
Yeah.
And so I had my knife, and the TV's there, and the TV's wood, so I carved it up.
Well, that's what you should do.
And so my, at the time, that was like...
I told you what I did.
What?
I grew up in a log house. We built a log home. It was in, Better Homes and Gardens and everything. But in 4th grade, I fell in love with this girl named Brandy Willard. And she broke up with me because I wouldn't slow dance with her. No joke. But now you know as well as I, and now I'll dance, right?
You will.
Because Brandy taught me that lesson. But I decided, how you put the BW plus SM?
Yeah. I
just put it right in the wall.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
What did your parents say?
Oh, they didn't really say much because I wasn't very handleable. But, man, I mean, I to this day, that's why I put my mom on a pedestal. To this day, I cannot pay them back enough or pay my mom back enough for the shenanigans and just pure arrogant ignorance that I lived. But
well, I'm over here drinking my hydrogen water.
Me too. I went and got one. I was so excited.
They're really good.
Hey, I was thinking we would have some biscuit and gravy tonight. You want to have breakfast for dinner?
Well, we could.
If that ain't country, I'll kiss your what?
That's right. Yeah. The hydrogen water. I mean, this stuff's incredible.
Yeah, it's a great good marketing, and you feel better after it. So even if it's placebo effect, it's doing its job.
Basically, it comes in an IV bag. You take it off. You got to drink it fast, but it's a purified water infused with molecular hydrogen gas.
Do you want me to tell you a secret about water I was doing when I was in Florida, and it really does make a difference if you can think about it? When you wake up in the morning, before you drink coffee, before you do anything, drink one bottle of water, right? And just you all right there?
The hydrogen water is even the best of
Did you
me.
hit that vape? Drink a glass of water before you brush your teeth, before you do anything, before you smoke, which you don't, but before you do anything, and let that water sit in your system for 30 minutes before you get going messing around. Dude, it's amazing having that water actually soak in, how it helps you with your back pains and all that stuff, because I got all that messed up. Man, it
one of the things
difference.
you should do with that is put a little what do they call that? The lemon juice?
Well, you can put a little lemon in it.
A little organic
to
honey,
neutralize
a little cayenne pepper. That's what'll really get you going.
Cayenne pepper will, yeah.
Man, I'm still struggling
Ginger
over here from the
well, why don't you just cough and get it out?
This hydrogen water's got me choked up.
Well, that's because you tried to suck it down.
It's terrible.
You tried to speed up the drip.
Well, it says to drink it fast. So I was just trying to follow the rules.
Hey, to finish up and talk about digital, though, real quick, it's where everything's going. You know what I mean? And so the reason why I do what I do, you know what I mean, is because, like, I'm an empathetic guy. Same thing where I taught people crypto. I didn't go out trying to charge people for, simple knowledge and stuff like that. But what I did enjoy was that 35 to 65-year-old that, that wasn't afraid and didn't, shun the people that were trying to learn the internet and social media and all that stuff and learn crypto, and they take it on and they try and learn it. I love teaching those people and making sure that they're safe and understand it.
Well, it's a cool, huge information gap. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, realize in 2010, 2011, I brought certain digital products to the automotive space that they didn't know existed. Can you imagine going to NADA now and not seeing anybody selling Reputation? I was the only one.
It's, I don't know. Uncle Syd's always staying on the curve. How do you do it?
I don't know. Just being involved, committing, getting obsessed.
One of the things you do, though, is the mastermind.
Yeah, I've got masterminds. Yeah, I meet with other marketers that are really smart guys.
We believe if you tune into the Chase Channel show that you're masterminding with us every Friday
That's
from
right.
5 to 6. And, that's what this is we talk about life, business, the things that you want to hear about. If you want to give us some feedback, you can. The number to text is 731-215-0158, sponsored by Victory Honda.
If you're listening, you're in our Friday mastermind.
That's right, the Friday Mastermind. And if you're just now joining us, don't worry, you can catch the replay tomorrow morning from 9 to 10 right here on 93.1. Now, we have only a few minutes to go, but I thought it would be good that I wanted to get your opinion on something it's really kind of a serious topic.
It's not about Fortnite then?
Not about Fortnite.
Okay.
But our missing co-host, Snow Cone.
Dude, he's sandbagging. I'm on to him.
Well, did you hear when he was on Soul Swipe?
Soul Swipe? What is that?
Soul Swipe is
like Soul Train?
It's Tinder, but for black people.
Well, they're allowed to have that,
Are you on there?
No.
He said that
I go left.
You swipe left.
Yeah.
You're on Tinder though, huh?
Yeah, I am.
So there you go, ladies. If you want to get, shack up with Uncle Syd, all you got to do.
Dude, I had a girl straight cut me off last night because I guess I picked her up as I was coming through Birmingham, and she goes, "I'm 196 miles away from you." I said, "Well, yeah, because I travel a lot." She never even responded. I guess I didn't make the cut.
Was it a good match, or what do you look for when you swipe to the right, Uncle Syd?
I mean, something without a filter on it. I can't believe how many girls get on there with noses and ears and think that that's what people want to see. I mean, come on, man.
You like the unfiltered?
Yeah, I like girls that can actually not even wear makeup, to be honest. I mean, that's so, man, I hate that when people feel like they got to cover themselves up. And if you duck face one time, I'm out.
Duck face is a total out, huh?
I'm out. There's a difference between I'm out and the word mout, M-O-U-T. I'm out.
Well, you talked about follow-up earlier, and I think that's an important thing in dating.
Yeah, and I'm probably the worst at it.
Well, that's because you're talking to too many girls at one time.
Well, dude, I like to play my chances. I want to make sure. Dude, I don't even talk to too many girls. When I go into a town, I send out a template letter. The first 2 responses aren't even me. They're already pre-written on a automated email tool.
It's the law of numbers, right?
That's right. That's how I end up with that Miss Whisper, Virginia.
Uncle Syd has he has his own online dating CRM where he documents notes and.
Dude, when we would go into towns, man, we'd just blanket MySpace or whatever at the time, and by the time you got there, man,
you're really dating yourself. MySpace.
You had it narrowed down to about 2 or 3, and
what's the opener sound like?
I can't share that with you.
It's top secret.
I can't share that with you. You'll start dating older women if I shared that with you.
Well, I do like older women.
Yeah.
There was a song about that.
There is. It's called 50 Cent. What's that song he sings?
No, the one that's I like older women. How about you?
I like my women just a little on the
See, the problem that you
side.
have, Uncle Syd, is it's tough to find women older than you.
Well, that's because I'm aging pretty gracefully, and I can't help it.
So we have, maybe let's just say...
Most guys my age look like struck matches, right?
We got 4 or 5 minutes to go, and I don't think that it'd be official having you back here on the show.
I'm in my prime.
If we didn't give a Syd secret sauce for the day.
I've already given 1 secret sauce, but you're asking me for 2?
Well, I thought it'd be nice to, double up since you...
You want a secret sauce, Chase?
Yes.
I'm going to give you a secret sauce for half price. All right, here's the secret sauce. I'm gonna tell you where everything's going right now. You ready?
Ready.
Everything's getting away from search engine optimization, where it's actually looking at your text that you're putting into a Google, and it's going to voice engine optimization, like when you go Siri or Alexa or any of that stuff, because everything's about to go away. All your cars aren't going to have CD players. They're not going to have AM, FM. All your radio stations are done. Seriously, I mean, they're really, it's going to change in 2020, and everybody's like, oh, man, there's going to be robots and cars flying at that time. No, dude, that's next year, dog. It's coming, all right? Everything's going XFM. It's all going digital. Millennials hadn't even turned on an FM radio station because they don't want to listen to the static,
Well, what's crazy is that I think that's the whole thing behind XFM. It's because there's so much infrastructure behind terrestrial radio that they're like, we got to figure out a way to use it.
You know what the funny part is, and I talked to that lady out of Phoenix, is everybody acts like it's just now coming around. She's been behind it for 17 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah, since since 9/11. She's been behind it. It's going to happen. It's just where it's going, and things change so fast. It's going to be the red box. You know, did you know Kodak got down to 12 employees and used to be one of the blue chip companies in the Nasdaq or in New York Stock Exchange?
I didn't know that.
They didn't change with the times, man. Bill Blanchard, Who Moved My Cheese? That's the best book you could ever read about that kind of stuff. Your cheese is always moving. You got to be willing to make the fast time is money, speed is money, the entrepreneurial decisions, and move with it.
Well, I like to think that we move with them here at the Chase Channel Show.
Well, you know, I mean, we jiggy with it.
We got you here.
We jiggy.
Well, it looks like we're about out of time, Uncle Syd.
I don't know if I like this hour-long thing. We need to we need to go longer and freestyle on a podcast. In fact, I think we should do a video, like a video.
A vodcast.
A vodcast.
Yeah, I think vodcast is the next craze.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's definitely the way that
because you can
going.
listen to it or watch it. You know, some people might just be curious. How big is that boy Chase?
That's right. That's true. He's not very big. He's losing weight. That's debatable, huh?
No, I hope you are, man. I want you to be healthy and live forever, brother. You know.
Well, if you're just now joining us, we do have some things. If you want to hear because we've been talking about doing some different podcasts in the future, and if you want to hear something special, or there's something that we talked about, because podcasts, you can be really, really focused on an item. So if you have feedback, comments, or concerns, you can always text them into us at 731-215-0158, or as always, you can go over to facebook.com/The Chase Channel Show, and you can post it up there, or you can shoot us a message.
You know how, like, whenever you got your car when you were 16, you wanted to open up the airflow and take off the restrictor plates and cut off the RPM restrictors and stuff, you know, the idle restrictors or whatever they're called. Well, same thing with that's what a podcast would be. It would be us wide open, alcohol burning race cars, but not being restricted or controlled about anything we say. We just tell it like it is, black and white.
Well, you know, I think it'd be nice because I could consume some Dr. Peppers while doing it.
Well, obviously you're going to choke on these H2O.
Listen,
so yeah,
the hydrogen water will get you a little choked up.
Well, I know, because you got to go. I never like the sport bottles. I don't like squeezing and sucking like that.
Well, it looks like we're out of time. We're going to turn it over to our man, Greg Rivers. And
See
Greg
y'all.
Rivers in the evening. We'll catch you next week.
Hey, it's Friday. Get excited. Go home and kiss mama.
That's right.
You make me look good again.
We'll catch you tomorrow right here on 93.1.
See you guys.
You've been listening to Strictly Business with Chase Channel. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes or Google Play to hear fresh new weekly episodes. For more, please visit facebook.com/The Chase Channel Show. That's facebook.com/The Chase Channel with 2 N's and 2 L's show. Until the same time next time, keep it right here on 93.1 WTJS, the Talk of Jackson.
WTJS Alamo, the talk of Jackson.